promise we are going to find the perfect house and live the life of our dreams.
It's Emmett Claymore.
So glad you decided to come. John.
This is my wife, Sarah.
Lovely to meet you. Dear John and Sarah, this house represents a past I wish to leave behind, with one simple condition. You must never open the cellar door.
He's giving us this house for free.
It doesn't make any sense.
Spoiler warning: cellar door ending isn't just shocking, it's a lie. Buckle up, because this breakdown will rewrite everything you thought you knew. At the beginning of the film, we meet a couple, Sarah and John. John was always busy with work, while Sarah was pregnant at the time. One day, when she was very sick, she called John, but he did not answer any of her calls. When she returned home, she discovered the most shocking news: her son had died. From that day on, Sarah became increasingly worried and sad. She barely left the house. To help her move on, John made a new decision. He suggested that they move to a new house, hoping it would distract Sarah. She did not object to the idea, and together, they started searching for a house online. They visited many places but couldn't find a suitable home for 1 or 2 months. Feeling discouraged, they considered giving up until a woman told them about her friend who owned a mansion and wanted to sell it. John and Sarah visited the house, which was in a desolate area. At first, they had a strange feeling as if the house was haunted. However, upon stepping inside, they were amazed. It wasn't just a house. It was a magnificent mansion. The owner, Amy, greeted them and showed them around, revealing that the house was built in 1980 and took nearly 20 years to renovate. Sarah felt like she had found her dream home. Amy invited them to stay for a day or two before discussing the deal further. However, Amy gave them one strict instruction: they must not open the basement door under any circumstances. The next morning, Sarah and John found that Amy had left, leaving behind a letter stating she was gifting them a house. They were shocked. How could someone give away their mansion to complete strangers? The letter only repeated the same condition: they must never open the basement door. John became suspicious. He felt that either this was a joke or there was a big secret hidden behind the basement door. While discussing this, Amy's friend arrived with the property papers. John hesitated, but Sarah convinced him that the house was perfect for them and they wouldn't need to spend money on renovations. Eventually, John agreed and they moved in. They enjoyed their new home and even hosted a welcome party. The party, Lisa, John's ex-girlfriend, appeared. John had an affair with Lisa after marriage, but he ended it after their son's death. Seeing her at the party terrified him. Worried that Sarah might find out, he confronted Lisa privately. Lisa insisted she had no ulterior motive. She was simply invited by a friend. Before John could say more, they heard Sarah's frightened voice. Outside, a group of strangers held petrol bottles, threatening to burn the house down unless John and Sarah left. Though they left for now, the incident deeply disturbed John. The next day, things worsened. Lisa, in anger, filed a false report against John at work, leading to his suspension. Unable to share his troubles with Sarah, he tried to act normal. However, his curiosity about the basement door grew. John attempted to open it but failed. He then sought the house's design plans from the company that built it. The employee informed him that past residents had also requested the designs multiple times but never collected them. The employee also mentioned that Amy had lived there 20 years ago, but one day, his wife left with their daughter, never revealing why. John suspected that the basement held the secret to Amy's family. Determined to uncover the truth, John finally broke the basement lock and entered. At first, it seemed normal, but then he found a cellar under the floor. Before he could explore further, he realized Sarah was home, so he quickly locked the basement and acted normal. Meanwhile, Sarah discovered the house's design papers and realized John had been investigating the basement. She decided to check the basement herself. While she was downstairs, Lisa arrived, intending to reveal John's infidelity. However, she found Sarah's pregnancy test and became jealous. When Sarah returned upstairs, she saw the front door open but didn't realize someone had entered. Later, John saw Lisa's car leaving and panicked, wondering if she had told Sarah everything. He followed her but lost track. When John returned home, Sarah confronted him about the basement. John lied, claiming there was nothing unusual inside. Sarah then revealed her pregnancy, bringing joy to John, easing his sorrow over their first son's death. That same day, John's workplace investigation concluded, proving him innocent of Lisa's allegations. As they prepared for their baby's arrival, John discovered a bullet hole behind a decoration. Realizing it was part of Amy's old collection, he connected the dots. Amy had likely murdered his family, and their bodies were hidden in the basement. Before he could act, the police arrived with shocking news. Lisa had been murdered. Her car was found abandoned in the forest. Since John had a known affair with Lisa and she had accused him at work, he became the prime suspect. However, Sarah provided an alibi, falsely claiming John was home all day. The police left, but Sarah was furious, having learned about John's affair from them. She revealed that she had known all along. She had called John the day their first son died, only to be ignored while he was with Lisa. Sarah decided she could no longer live with John, believing he was capable of murder. John tried to convince her of his innocence, but Sarah coldly told him that their child could not grow up with a father accused of murder. At that moment, John realized that ever since they had moved into this house, their lives had been filled with misfortunes. He suspected the basement held the key to it all. Determined to find the truth, John tracked down the previous owner, who had also received the house for free. Shockingly, it was the same man who had threatened them at the party. The man confessed that living in the mansion had ruined his life. He had become an alcoholic, his family had left him, and he believed the house was cursed. However, he refused to reveal what lay in the basement, only warning John never to open it. Ignoring the warning, John returned home and tried to break the basement lock. Sarah, desperate to stop him, struck him with a heavy object, knocking him unconscious. When he woke up, Sarah revealed a chilling truth. She had killed Lisa. Sarah admitted that she had gone to the basement, but found nothing. When she returned upstairs, she found Lisa holding her pregnancy test, claiming that Sarah had no right to the house or to John. In a fit of rage, Sarah shot Lisa. Though Lisa was still alive, Sarah panicked, fearing the consequences. To eliminate all evidence, she strangled Lisa to death. John realized Sarah was manipulating him. She wasn't afraid. She was in control. He knew she wanted to keep their family together, but at what cost? Despite his fears, John agreed to keep their dark secret. Years passed, and they continued living in the mansion, appearing as a normal couple. Then, one day, they received a package from Amy, the basement key. They had passed Amy's test by never opening the basement. But now, with their own secret hidden inside, would they dare to unlock the door? With this lingering mystery, the film ends. Think you could survive Cellar Door World? Tag a friend who'd fail miserably. Winking Face, don't forget to subscribe, unless you're scared of the truth. Thanks for watching.